Yeah, hello there and welcome back and let us continue. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about the media style notification. If you notice when you are playing a musical application or a music application, you see a notification with all of the options like pause, next. So we have a notification that we can control our musical player. So let us try to build this kind of notification. We are not going to build application, a music player application itself, but we will just create a notification that resembles that when we create a musical application we can use this kind of a notification. So let's go back to our notification app, and first of all we need to create a channel. So let me create a new channel over here, and we'll just keep the name as we can keep as media style notification. And we also need the app consent for this one, right? So just go over here and just paste it over here. So I think that we made a mistake over here. It should be of 11, and don't forget to change the value over here, otherwise your application notification may get mixed up because it has the same ID, right? And then we need to change this one as media over here, and then also to the ID of the notification itself. So just copy the channel ID, notification channel ID, and paste it over here, and just import that package. And yeah, just alt and enter. And then this one also we need to change to like a media style notification channel, the name that we want to provide, and the notification you can just give a hi. Okay, we'll just leave it as it is. In the description, this is media style notification channel. I think that should be fine, and the notification channel should be ready, and we can just create our notification channel by calling create notification channels over here. And then our notification channel is ready. We'll go back to our notification helper class, and then I think I'll just copy the same function over here and paste it, and that should, we'll change the name as media style notification, and just open this one. And before we can proceed, we need to add some dependency, because by default that dependency is not included. So we'll go back to our dependency over here. You can go to the developer.android.com jetpack/androidx release and the media. So we need to add the dependency for this particular media over here. So just go to this link, and or you can go to this particular Android X release, and then you can find all of the information. So we'll use the media over here, and just copy this dependency, and then we'll go back to our application, and we'll go to the build.gradle file on the app level, and let us add that particular dependency over here. And in case if you want to go back and take a reference, we can just copy this ID and paste it over here, right? Just synchronize this one. This should add the dependency for us. And after we have that particular dependency, let's wait for that one to. Okay, so it's done, and let's go back to our notification helper. And then first of all, we will need some. Okay, so let us create a variable over here, and I'll just call it media session, and we need to get it from my media session, yeah, media session compact that we get over here. Yeah, media session compact. Yeah, this is the one that we need. Not the dot. We need to pass the context, right? So we get the context and pass the context, and then we need to pass the tag. So a string tag, and we can just give any name over here like media notification or something. You can just create a constant tag over here and just pass it over here. So we have a media session, and then we can set the, once we have a media session, we need to set the metadata for this one. We just set the metadata, and then we need to pass the media metadata compact. So let's pass that media metadata compact from media. Sorry, I think we will just use a builder media data compact that we have, and just build it from the builder. And then we need to pass the okay, so we need to pass not the okay, sorry, not in the builder. So dot set, we need to set, not the set, it should be put, right? So put the text or the string, that put the string, and here we need to pass the media metadata dot the media key. I think we need to pass the title. Where is that one? Yeah, key title. And then here we need to pass the value. So this is the title of the particular. If you are actually building building the music players, then we have to pass the particular title of that particular song. So I can just say song title or something like TITL, song title or something that we can pass over here, right? And yeah, and then next is that we also need to put the next is that put the string again, and media metadata dot we need to pass the artist, I think. Yeah, artist I think will pass, and then sorry, artist, and then we need to pass the value. So we can just artist is, we can just get the song artist or something like that. We can pass it over here, and this should be not this song title. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And then finally we can just build it. So we have actually built our media session. So just comment it in case you forget it, media session. And then once we have built our media session, I think that should be fine. And then we'll just go back, and I think we can remove all of those stuff. We are not going to use any, I think, pending intent for now. So just remove all of this from the previous one, right? So we are not going to use any of this. So just remove all of this. And then I think I will set the big picture, or yeah, we need to set a large icon if you want, and we need to pass the bitmap. So for bitmap, I think I'll just create a large icon over here, which we can get from the bitmap factory dot decode it from the resource, right? And then here we need to pass the the drawable that we have dot, I think I'll just pass the J1 over here, and then okay, so I need to pass the resource first of all. So I need to pass the context dot the resource, we need to get it, and the second parameter is the drawable. Okay, so that should be fine. We have a icon, large icon, and I can pass it over here. And then we will have to set the content title and the text, right? Content title, and we can just keep like track 1, and then we can also set the content text itself, right? So content text, and we can just say this one as a track 1 and song content or something like that. You can just pass it over here, and then set the priority high and the category as something like, you can change the category of, you can just change something or different over here. Okay, so we don't have a category for the music, and okay, so we don't have the category for that one. So I think we can just give it as a progress because we are playing the music over here, right? And then we can add some of the other options like the add the action over here, and we can add the like a pause, next, stop button over here. So for that we need to create our button itself, so the image asset. So we'll just go and get the, first of all we need a PREV use previous button. So I'll just get like a previous, right, and just okay, and just click on next, finish that one. Once we have a previous, we need another one. Also what we need is a next button, so just search for this next button over here, yeah, and then click on next and finish. And then we also need the pause and stop button, right? So I will add another image asset, so that will be a USA plus, and then we change the pause, the AUSA pause, this one, okay, next, and finish this one. And also we will need one more, that is of our stop button. So just search for the STOP stop over here, and we just search for the stop button over here. Okay, I think that should be fine over here. And any other, like I think we can add up to five buttons. So let me add a one more, and let's add something like a FAV favorite. So FAV favorite, you can add some kind of button. Okay, just click on finish. Now in the action we will add the the drawable that we have, and then I see we have an action of the previous, right, and here we can add the title like the PREVIOUS previous, and the intent that we, in the actual application you can actually call the pending intent, but we are just testing, we can just pass the null over here. So if in the real application you have to call the intent over here, so what will happen when they press this particular previous or the next button, you want to change the music, so you have to call that one. So we'll just add all of this, so previous, next, and we have to change this one to the next, and this one to pause it, and this is of the stop, right? So stop it and stop it, and then this should be of the favorite that we can have. So FAVORIT, right? Favorite, yeah. Okay, so we have a favorite, and after we have all of this button, so the next is we have to set the style. So now we can call this particular we need to call the notification compact, and notification compact be from the media, Android X media app. Make sure you take it from the media app, we don't take it from the core. And dot, we have to set the media style. So if we don't take it from the Android X media.app notification compact, because if we cannot get this media style. Once we have this media style, then we can set the show action in compact, and when it is compact view, like when the media is on, the notification is in the compact view, what button you want to actually show. So we can just show like we can pass the bar act over here action. So we have action like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So total 5, but we count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can just pass the var app like a 0 and 1 and 2. So you can pass this particularly, it can only accept up to 3. Yeah, you cannot pass more than that. So let us pass the 4 and see what is the we'll see when we actually run the application. And then we set the media, we have to set the media session, and then we have already created that media session over here, right? So this is the media session that we have created, so we need to pass it over here. Media session dot, we need to get the session token from here. Okay, so the style is set, and then action I can remove this, and also I can remove that one. Set the auto cancel to, I'll set it to false, and I can just set it as a set ongoing to true, because we don't want user to cancel that one, right? And then we will build it. And category, a color, I think I will not set the color over here. And then what we will do is we have to change this one particularly. So I'll just get the notification ID and pass it over here and import this, and as well as I need to pass this over here, so don't get that one wrong. So we need to pass, otherwise the notification may get mixed up with the other channel ID. Just import that one. Yeah, so I think we are already there. So let's go back to activity and create a new button to have our notification. So this should be button, we should call this one as a media style. So this should be of a media style notification, and we go to activity and we call that function when we have that particular button click. So btn media style notification, and we will call that media style notification, and just pass the context. Let us run our app and let us try to test it out. Okay, so the app is running on both of the device. This is API level 30 and this is API level 23. So let us test, and let me run in both of these device. Okay, so it's showing. No, it's not showing, right? Yeah, I think it's not showing. Yeah, I think we made a mistake over here, so sorry for that one. It should be of a media style. So btn media style. So I made a mistake, so let me try to run it again on both of our device. And also need to change this one, right? So we need to call this one as a media style. So media style notification. And let us try to test it out. And then I think it's still not showing. So here it is showing. So we have that particular song content and track 1. And if I go back to, I think I need to run on device API level 30 one more time. And if I go back, you can see track 1 and the song content that we have previously made it there. So that is over there. So track 1 and the song content is over here, and then we have that button. So next, previous, next, pause, stop, and the favorite, right? So this is how it looks in, we cannot cancel it. This is how it looks when we are in the API level of lower than the Oreo or the 26. But let us test it in another device. So this is for media notification, and you can check that this looks quite beautiful, right? So we have this notification app, then the song title, then the artist over here, and then if you expand it, right? So when you are not expanding it, so you can see that we added 1 2 3 4 button. So we can see that 1 2 3 4 button is added over here, and if we expand it, we can see all of the 5, and then we see the song title and the song artist that we passed over as it. If you take a look over here, whatever we are passing, then we the song title and the artist. This is coming from, actually, if you go on to the top, I think, where is that one here? This is coming from song title and the song artist. This is a media session that we're actually building, but here it is not showing because it doesn't support. So this media session is only available on API level and higher. You cannot find it on the lower level of API. So if you are in the lower level API, you will see the content title and the content text. But if you are in the higher level, you will see from the media session. So this is the things that we can do. If you want to remove the button from here, like if you just want to add a 3 button, you can just come back and just remove this one and just rerun it on the API level of a 30, and just wait for the device to come up. And we'll go back to our device, and let me play the media session, and then you can see that we only have a 3 button over here. So that how much whatever we pass over. Set the show action in the compact view. This is a compact view, so when we expand it we see all of the button, but when we compact it we will see less buttons. So this is what we pass it over here. So I hope you enjoyed this and learned something new over here. And then even you set the priority as the high, you can see that this the media style notification doesn't pop up, or it doesn't pick, right? So we don't get any pick over here. So even if it is high over here, so we don't get any peak over here. So you can just set it as a low or default or any other. And we'll meet up in the next lecture, and hope you learned something new over here. So till then, have a great day.